fantastic. I want to thank you all for coming out today. It's a beautiful day, and I know you had a wealth of other things to be doing, and I appreciate you taking the time to bring attention to this issue. Because we have people in the city who don't feel the same way, as is their right, but they are trying to use our court system to create uncertainty in the planning process and prevent our city council from expanding bike infrastructure that keeps us safe. So today we want to call attention to the largest group and the most motivated group of businesses that are suing the city over its implementation of bike lanes along Bloor. And I think, as everybody is aware, we also have a premier of the province who has made it a policy to remove bike lanes across the city in spite of city council. So today we're going to be hearing some speeches, and then we're going to have a nice bike ride out to go visit these businesses and give them a piece of our mind, and try to highlight that it's a small number of businesses, even in their home turf. There are so many businesses that are just willing to live in the city, and who are willing to listen when we tell them that these don't just bring safety, these bring prosperity to businesses that are on these routes. I want to share with you an experience I had recently biking in Little Italy on College Street. Now, for those of you who don't know, College Street in the downtown core has some beautiful bikeways that have recently been finished. They're smooth, they've got proper lighting, it's fabulous. And in the West End in Little Italy, it's still parking, it's lunch boxes, it's streetcars, it's traffic. And even in spite of that, I see the people in the city who are making a commitment to live healthier lifestyles, to have a better impact on the environment, to create a safe environment for their children. I saw a family biking together, one cargo bike with a kid on the back, and I see we have some kids on cargo bikes here. I love you guys, thank you. And another parent and child biking separately. And they shouldn't be biking in this dangerous environment that way. Such a beautiful thing to see, this family out for a stroll, a bike ride, and they're in mixed with traffic and streetcars and chaos, when a few blocks down the way, you have these beautiful bike lanes, and this is exactly the kind of infrastructure that the province has made challenging to build. And many of you may have heard, this is the first year in many that City Council has failed to approve any new bike lanes in the bike plan. So we want to make sure that they know that we're watching, we're listening, and we want more bike lanes. We want safety. We want prosperity. We want the beautiful city that we know this can be, and isn't that good enough? So I think I'm going to ask Vicky now to come and share her experiences with you. After that, we will be gathering to ride. We're going to be riding west along Bloor. And I just want to take the chance to ask if there's anybody who's comfortable marshalling to come meet me while we're listening. Okay? Thank you. Vicky.
Hello everyone, isn't it a beautiful day in High Park? So my name is Vicky, and I started cycling regularly when I was a university student. I moved here for my studies, and I needed a way to get around safely and quickly in order to go to class and to get my groceries and my 12-liter twice a month grapefruit juice, thanks, from a grocer 2 kilometers away. Well, I'm not going to take the TTC every time I want that stockpile, and walking 2 kilometers with 12 kilograms is not a fun time. So what do? I take $200, go to a second-hand bike shop, and with a little bit of elbow grease and putting some baskets on, I now have a vehicle that can carry that 12-kilogram load from the grocer back to my house. So for me, cycling is about how I interact with my community. It's how I go on my dates with my lovely partner. Now, I got into cycling, it was a gradual process, but now he has his very own bike. And we had some great memories in the city of going to Tommy Thompson Park and going to High Park right here to go see the cherry blossoms and to hang out in Trinity Bellwoods. We've gone to food festivals together, the Taste of the Little Italy or West Festival we ran into one time. And for us, when we're on a bike, it's very easy for us to just, have an impulse decision to just go frequent a local business or go stop at a festival or go chill at this very nice park that we're just passing by, because bikes are very easy to park, they're affordable, and take up much less space than a car. I mean, if I was in a car trying to drive around the city and I was searching out for parking, no way, I'm just going from point A to B. So biking has allowed me the flexibility in order to enjoy the city and save me money on TTC trips. We bike from here to here sometimes. And I think it's very important that in a growing city, we need options for people to get around. The population is growing, but the land isn't growing. There's no way to move buildings aside suddenly just to widen our roads. And for us, we want to bike local, support local. Bike lanes are the way. We need safety. And it shouldn't have to be a train that is safety for our consumer dollars. But, if that's what these businesses are going to respond to, then let me say this. You're alienating a portion of your customer base with your anti-bike lane stances. If you're not going to respect my safety as a citizen of this city and part of the community, I'm not going to freaking your establishment. Thank you.
Hello? Hey, Toronto. It's nice to see you guys here. How about doing some chants today to get our rally started? Alright, the first one's easy. Toronto responds bike lanes, okay? Got it, okay. Toronto, how do we move? Toronto, how do we go shopping? Toronto, how do we protect our cyclists? Toronto, how do we move through the city and get past traffic? Woo! Thank you, everyone. Thank you. All right. What do we got?
So what we have to say, and for being here to support this. We're going to get ready to ride out, so if we can get people into the street facing the intersection here, we are going to be heading out west along Bloor, okay? And marshals at the front, please. We're going to wait for the next
High Park is elevators, and driving is a privilege. Driving is a privilege. It always has been, and it always will be. It's not a right. Active transportation is a right.
Drop the lawsuit.
Clear our commute. Drop the lawsuit. Clear our commute.
Read the Ministry of Transportation Driver's Handbook.
Let me hear those bells!
If you disagree if driving is a privilege, simply read the driver's handbook. It's in bold on the first page. It's also in the criminal code. High Park already has fully functioning elevators. High Parker's elevators already. They're fully functional. And driving is a privilege, not a right. It always has been, and it always will be.
That we decided to keep those things from the kind of practice that brings us joy. Shame! Shame! If you don't like it, make sure that your representatives hear from you. And I'm not just talking about your city councilor. Your city councilor needs your support, but not just from hearing from you. They need you to speak to the province, because it is the province that is deciding. I need you to communicate with everybody you know in this country, in this province, to let them know how this affects you. What it will mean to you if these bike lanes are taken away. Next time family dinner, next time, next holiday, is the time to bring it up, to mention how much this means to you. Because they don't know, they don't come here to see it. They just like dunking on Toronto. Shame! Thank you everybody for coming. We're going to make a right-hand turn here, and we're going to keep this party going. We're not clearing the lane because we got the subway running as buses today, which we did not. Thank you all for coming. I really appreciate you. We will be meeting again, not for a rally, but for a social. We're going to be meeting downtown at Juju Board Game Cafe on July 22nd. I believe the time is 6 p.m., but please check your social media. We'll be posting about it. So if you'd like to come join us and talk about what else we can do to make sure that our representatives know what it is we want and what it is they owe to us, then please join us. And thank you all for coming out. If anybody has questions about getting home from here, I'm available to answer them. Make sure you're getting home safe, and pick a buddy if you can. Thank you. Bike lanes save lives! Bike lanes! Yes, that's the area. We have stickers that are indicating which exact businesses it is that are suing the city. And we have also, very helpfully, provided alternative businesses that provide similar or equivalent services. So if you find yourself in this area and you want to support businesses that are not trying to dictate how our city grows, that is how you can do it. Thank you, everybody.
Wait, where are those stickers? Are they on those signs over there?
They're on signs, they're on dumpsters, they're all along the bike lane.
They're on that pole. They're on the street poles along the bike lanes.
Yeah. Hey, you already noticed that most of the anti-bike